That is a pike. Oh, I've just seen an otter just coming through that margin. Right, mate, we've been chatting for 3 hours now. I need to start getting a bit of filming done. Here we go. Cameras. Camera rod. I'll speak to you in a bit, yeah? We're the same yesterday. Can't feel any movement. I've been talking to a bloke for 3 hours and he's boring the tits off me now. Yeah, we've got him. So we are on the Fenland drains. This is my second day on here. I'm starting a fresh one. We've got 48 hours. I've just done 24 and we've had 2 fish, 2 small fish. The goal for this session is always trying to catch the big ones on these drains. And we've got some nice footage of the pike as well, which was nice. We actually had 2 bites. If you didn't see the video, we had 2 fish and both bites were caught on the camera, which was on the right-hand side of the swim. So now I'm gonna quickly cast these 2 rods out and then we'll mess around with this underwater camera. And then hopefully by tomorrow morning, we can get a few big pike in the bag. Fresh baits. Left-hand rod is a nice popped up bottom bait. Little bolster insert. Just popped into the fish. Just to raise it a couple of inches off the bottom to combat this weed. I found a nice area around here. It's not too bad. You've got loads of Canadian in front of me. And then it slowly calms down to blanket. And the drain at the moment is fairly same levels as yesterday. It's about 4 foot, maybe 4.5 foot deep. I had about half an hour yesterday casting around just to find some nice clear spots. And the clearest spot is the right hand side where the camera is. The rest is just like blanket weed and bits of debris. We've probably got a month left, maybe if we're lucky, before they start murking up and visibility is going to be too poor for doing any kind of filming. So I really want to take advantage of it, to be honest. There's some nice gravel pits I'm thinking of visiting that are absolutely gin clear. So we'll be giving them a go as well. Right, 20 minutes it took me and we're ready for rocking and rolling. I'm going to try and get a bait in front of that camera. It's going to be hard. That's a lovely shot though, if you've got more water than bottom here. But trying to get a bait in front of it is going to be difficult. So let's get this rig prepped and then see if we can get it cast somewhere in front of here. Can we do it first time? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I'm caught in the tree now. Oh, that is just right. That is just right. As you can see on there, look at that for a cast. Got to tighten down the line a bit. And it's on a nice clear spot as well. Just what I wanted, just like yesterday. I might have to straighten this out a little bit with the lead maybe. Just straighten that rig out a touch. Not, that's the one. That's lovely. We're cooking on gas. We're ready to rock and roll. Mid to upper 20 turns up, then we're laughing. That is a pike. I thought it might be a pike. Little bites like that. They were the same yesterday. Right. That is a pike. See what I mean? That's how picky they are.
You see it pop where it was going, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you can't leave it too long, because if it's a big pike, it'll just depuck itself. So well, it seems that the smaller pike are fairly active this morning. I've just been speaking to my mate, and these two rods, left hand rod and the middle rod, we had a bit of indication, tiny little pike, when I brought the middle rod in, tiny little teeth marks on it, where it's grabbed the bait and it started to move with it, and it just drops it straight away. And I think that was the same occurrence on the left hand rod, the bob been moving a little bit. I'm on the rod straight away. This time of year, you've got to be very careful. I know they can be cagey, but yeah, the last thing you want is a big pike to come along and just depuck it. I don't mind losing all the small ones. I'm not bothered about them. It's mainly the big ones. Big pike comes along, grabs that bait, it can just engulf it, so you've got to be really careful. And I'm not bothered about losing a few small fish. So I'm always on the rods. I'm constantly looking down here, looking in these margins for any signs of fish. Because every now and again, you will see a big pike coming through here. And when you do that, you literally just freeze and you just think, right, it's either past my bait, not interested, and you watch it swim past you, and you'll slowly stand back, and then literally a couple of minutes later, you'll see it coming back down again, and then veering out and going near the baited area. But they camouflage so well in this weed. It's so nice to see them coming through. Camera rod. Oh, will we get the bite? Will we get the bite? Right, let's go for it. Yeah, we've got him. Only a small one. Oh, this is nice to get a bite. It's been mega quiet. Just hoping tonight we get some action from some big pike. Oh, he's a tiny one. God, that's a lot of weed on the line, that is. A lot of weed. There we go. I'm stuck in the tree. Right, I'll quickly get him back. He's actually got, I mean, that sardine in its mouth is obviously way too big for this fish. He's even got a small roach tucked down there as well, so absolute ravenous, but what a beautiful, beautiful fish. Yeah, tiny little roach at the back of its throat. I had to wedge it out of his gob. The bait's that big, with the fish being so small. They're the kind of fish that have been pecking away at the baits, but at least we got a bite. And sod's law, it's on camera, which is nice. Time is slowly ticking on. Oh, it's cooled down a little bit. I think it's about 9 degrees today. And there's a bit of a wind as well. It's quite chilly, but oh my days. There's been a bloke speaking to me for 3 hours. 3 hours. How can you talk to somebody for that long? Oh my days, it just would not leave me alone. I don't mind speaking to people. I speak to people all the time when I'm fishing, but 3 hours. I know where he lives, I know what bait he uses, I know where he likes to go to eat food. Oh my days. Talk about overstay your welcome. Just wouldn't leave. I says, go on mate, I'm gonna do some filming now, speak to you later. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna go fishing, I'm gonna go and get some baits. All right mate, lovely. You've told me that 3 times already. Yeah, well I might try this bait. Yeah, you try that bait then mate. Well, I don't know actually, I might try this bait. I'm thinking, you know, just go and get your bait. Yeah, what rods are you using? I'm using these rods. Oh, I don't like them rods, don't you? All right, what do you want me to do about it? What do you want from me, fella? How can I help you? How can I possibly help you? Are you going? No, you're not, are you? No, you're going to stay for another hour and bore the life out of me. Oh, God. Oh, I do love this job sometimes. You meet people from all walks of life. 99.999% of people are pleasant. You speak to them, chew the fat, have a bit of a chin wag, and then after about 20 minutes, you say your goodbyes. But 3 hours, whew, my attention span doesn't last that long. Right, so final recast of the evening. Bought that right hand rod in, the camera's done now, the conditions are quite murky down here, there's a lot of debris coming through, so very simple bottom bait. And then I'm going to go a little bit further to the right hand side of the swim, see if we can pick anything up sort of 40 yards down. Let's have a little butchers. And I am fairly excited. You have times on these drains where it's really quiet all day long, you're getting absolutely nothing, maybe the odd smalling, then all of a sudden out of the blue a big pike will slowly just come through the swim, and then you manage to nab it. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So I'm going to settle in now for the night, and then what we'll do, pack away about 6:30, 7 o'clock. I've got somewhere else to go to, and hopefully by then we can hopefully get a big girl in the bag. Oh, that's just poured out. This is on the pop-up rig. Have we got a fish on? Oh, don't tell me it's an eel. Recheck on the rig. No fish on. What the hell? That is mad. That is mad. The fish did nothing. The fish did absolutely nothing. Just stayed there. Come on. Oh, actually, that's not a bad looking fish, you know. That's the biggest we've had this season. Ooh. As you can hear, there's a... Oh, yeah. Hey, that's not bad. That's not a bad looking pike. Please don't come off. Please don't come off. That is not a bad looking fish. That is not a bad looking pike. Get in that net, please. Oh yeah, that is a nice pike. Look at the length of this fish. Oh, baby. She is an absolute clonker. Look at the girth on that bad boy. Oh my days, that is what you call an absolute clonker of a pike from a Fenland drain. What a beautiful, beautiful creature. At the moment, I'm on cloud nine, I really am. I couldn't have asked for any more. So we'll get her back, and then fingers crossed we can get some more. But yeah, happy days. Wicked. Well, good morning, and it is about 6:30. Last night was completely dead. It really was. I think these drains in the evening times and fishing in general is very slow at the moment. So my plan now is I'm going to wrap up, call it a day. It's been a good couple of days, had a couple of fish, and all the fish have come in front of the underwater camera, which has been brilliant. That's what I've actually come down for, mainly to get some nice underwater footage, catch a couple of fish. Always hoping for a big one. I mean, we're in the second week of the season, so it's still early doors yet, and it feels it at the moment. We had a bit of weed come through last night, so I'm a little bit tired, but I'm going to get wrapped up now and head off to another venue and try and get some big pike from there, and then we'll just keep moving through different venues through the course of the season. But it's only just begun. It feels like I've been fishing for pike for ages, but it's only been a couple of weeks, so We've got loads of different venues to come to. There's going to be some big pike coming. There always is every season. So stay tuned on the channel. So I'd just like to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.